everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for checking us out, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I'm Lydia. I'm joined by my daughter Jillian, and this is Vintage Nectarines. We are going to be working on prompt 27 of Junk Journal July, which is a month-long journaling collaboration hosted and created by MegJournals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. The prompt for today is poetic. I'm really excited to work on this page. I had been going back and forth because there are several poets that I do really like. I like Edgar Allan Poe, I like Walt Whitman, I like Tennyson, but my favorite poem, I think I mentioned in a previous video, is Swinger of Birches by Robert Frost. So I am going to be doing a page inspired by that.
We also yet again apologize for any background noise. It is later in the evening and everybody's home. But I am doing the Vows from Corpse Bride, which is one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. And I love Tim Burton's movies because there's often a lot of poetry in them. And I love the melancholy poetry that's in them. It's the same as a lot of Shakespeare's sonnets and a lot of Edgar Allan Poe's poetry. So I was going to do that for today's page. And I think I'm going to focus a lot on Emily. She's my favorite character.
She's the corpse bride. Yeah. I did type up part of the Swinger of Birches poem. It's the part that I like the most. It is a very long poem though, so I did not include the
All
entire poem because I just didn't think it would really be easy to fit onto my page. And I chose to type it up rather than writing it out just because I feel like it'll be easier to play around with this way than it would be to write it on there. So I have to figure out where I'm putting it though, because I am honestly not sure.
I actually kind of want to do it here.
That would be nice.
But that's all the way at the back of my book. And they are very, very full. Can you believe it, Mama?
What?
We only have 5 more.
I know, it's crazy.
I think the most difficult ones are at the end.
Yes. Yes, they've been a little bit more challenging to figure out how I want to interpret, that's for sure.
Yes. I have this lovely scene from The Corpse Bride when he first meets Emily, and I think it would be lovely to put as a background page. But I'm not sure if I want to cut them out and have them just be on the background here, because I think the scene would fit if I cut it this way. So I might fussy cut the top of it and see where it sits.
I think I will probably just do it on my other T page because I'm planning on covering most, if not all of it up anyways.
Sounds good.
It's just going to be a little difficult to work on it.
I thought I would also try and make more of those floral butterflies, because in the end of the movie, Emily turns into blue butterflies. So I thought it would be very fitting to include on this page. So gorgeous.
Yes.
I love how pretty she is as a character.
Very first thing I want to do is just cover this with the birch paper.
Very fiddly to cut out someone made of bones. She's got very skinny arms. she would be so pretty here. But I also feel like I kind of want to make her into my journaling card.
Oh, she would be a really cool journaling card, or a pocket as to put your journaling card in.
But
That
I
could
feel
be
like
cool
I
too.
could make a pocket for her
You totally
to
could.
go in.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's my journal. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So I have that. Move it out of the way for a minute. It's going to cut this down.
She's gonna stick out of the journal.
That's kind of cute with her little hand out there.
Yeah. I want to put a little butterfly on it where her ring is. 'Cause that's why she has her hand up. She's looking at her ring.
That's cute.
I'm gonna put her on this. So that the back of her's blue.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes.
So my thought process was with this was that I have the Birch's paper in the background, and then I have this picture of these fall birches that are like a pathway, and so I want to kind of somehow cut around them so that this is in the middle of the path.
For all of our viewers, since the Olympics started today, what are your favorite Olympic sports that currently have happened?
We watched rowing,
And
we've watched
swimming
some swimming.
and diving.
Yep, and we watched men's
Men's
gymnastics. Is that all we've watched?
I believe so. We haven't watched tennis. We haven't watched the soccer game for the day.
Yes. I could do it like that, actually. Just frame it on just this one side, but put some of it behind on the back. I know you can't see because my hand's there, but like,
I can just look at the screen.
so see how I put it behind there too?
Mm-hmm.
So then the parts that can come over the poem will, and then the
The
other
stuff
parts.
behind it won't?
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
Okay, we're gonna do that then.
wants to where Emily goes. She's so cute. Okay, time for poems. I'm gonna write them on tea-dyed paper. Oh, coffee-dyed, tea-dyed paper. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. And then we're going to color some butterflies. Poem number 1. I love these vows.
Yes, they are very pretty.
They are very romantic. If I ever get married, I want these to be my vows. Melancholy poetry, anybody? Just me?
Oh, you're not the only one.
I know. That's why I actually am excited for Gothic Lit.
Mm-hmm.
I love melancholy stories. I would like to use the metallics when you're done with them.
Okay. Oh, my spider web. Glitters. Whatever. Shimmery.
It's a spider web.
I know, I said I'm making it shimmery.
I need to pick a feather.
Because my poem has a line about cobwebs. And so I'm adding the spider. I'm going to cover the spider up because I don't want the spider in the picture. Because I don't like it a spider.
You don't really like it a spider?
No.
Maybe we layer them. Maybe we make a whole new one. Because I feel like I like the green feathers, but I like the white quill.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, maybe we layer them.
That could be cool.
I don't like these white feathers though. I'm gonna pull these out. Put them back in the bag. Because it's poetry, and what else do you write poetry with besides a quill pen?
Mm-hmm.
I do have an actual quill pen that I could have written my poetry with.
Mm-hmm. I'm adding metallic paint to my poem. So cool. Oh, I love when you did the.
I kept it.
That's awesome.
I kept it.
This is such a simple page. but
I mean, I think that's the point.
yeah, I wanted the poem to be
The point?
the focus of the page.
Yeah.
So the poem is the focus of my page.
Corpse Bride is the focus of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Corpse Bride related things,
Yes.
or writing related things.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to paint this feather.
To paint the feather.
Yeah, because it's all loose and frilly.
Mm.
I feel like I should just dip it in the paint.
Mm. Maybe.
Out the feathers. I think I might have to comb them when they're dry because it's very veiny right now. But it's kind of cute. It's kind of like a dead feather.
It's very pretty. I like it.
So we're gonna let this dry.
So we have finished our poetic pages. Mine is so very simple. And part of me really, really loves how it turned out, and part of me is like, I don't know. But they can't all be amazing, fantastic, involved, right? I decided that the focal point of my page is the poem because, you know, it's about poetry. So I basically left everything else fairly blank and just have the poem as the main focus. Because my poem is Swinger of Birches by Robert Frost, I went with a whole birch type of background. So I have, you know, these fall birches over here, and then I did put the black and white birch paper on the back, which you don't actually really see a whole lot of, but it's there in the background and I like that. And then I have the birch cut out over here. I did go and add some metallic to some of the leaves and to some of the black sections of the birch trees back here. And then I have this little sticker down here that says a little clump of trees, and then this little sticker that has a scroll and a feather pin. And then this, I don't know if it's technically a birch leaf, but it kind of looked like a birch leaf. And so I found this little boy, and it looks like he's sitting on the leaf as the swinger of birches. And then I also added this cobweb up here because it talks about cobwebs in the poem. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I didn't do the whole poem. I just did my favorite section. And I made it look like the trees were kind of peeling back to reveal the poem. And so the poem section that I put on here says, "So was I once myself a swinger of birches, and so I dream of going back to be. It's when I'm weary of considerations, and life is too much like a pathless wood, where your face burns and tickles with cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping from a twig's having my lash opened. I'd like to get away from earth for a while, and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away not to return. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snowy white trunk towards heaven, till the tree could bear no more, but dipped its top and set me down again. That would be good, both going and coming back. One could do worse than be a swinger of birches." I just love this poem. I feel like it's a very nostalgic poem about being a young child playing in the woods on trees and, you know, climbing up to the top. And the first part of the poem talks about that as well. And so I really liked this idea of having the little boy, you know, kind of remembering his life. So that's my page, and I am happy with it. It's very, very simple, but I like the way it turned out.
I really, really love my page. I think it's very full, but it's kind of cute. I really love the quill pen I made to match Emily. and the other pictures on the page. I thought it was very pretty, thought it was reminiscent of what I was going for. I did make her into my journaling card, although I haven't journaled yet. And I love the poems I included because they're very melancholy, which is the kind of poetry I enjoy. So of course I have the vows from Corpse Bride. With this hand I will lift your sorrows, our cup will never empty, for I will be your wine. With this candle I will light your way in darkness, with this ring I ask you to be mine. And then I have this one that I found on Instagram, and I thought it was really pretty. It says, the right person, the wrong time, the right script, the wrong line, the right poem, the wrong rhyme, and a piece of you that was never mine. I think it's gorgeous.
It's very fitting for the page too.
Yes. But I just love the background as well. I did make this scene a big focal point, having everything kind of converge around it, having them here. And I made, because Emily turns into butterflies at the end of the movie, I made butterflies to go on the page because I thought they were very fitting. And I put a little butterfly on her hand because I thought it was super cute for her to be looking up at the butterfly. And this piece of fabric Mom had a while ago that she gave me kind of reminded me of Emily's veil and her dress. So I thought it would be perfect for the little frill today.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes in so well together.
I was looking at it earlier and I really love this piece right here with the book and all the leaves and then like the background. It just, I don't know, I think it's so pretty how all the colors melt together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you did a beautiful job as always. But thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed watching us create our poetic pages. We will see you tomorrow for our next prompt. Until then, bye.